Knowledge work is dying. How to survive it. Today, I'm going to be responding to two articles, links in the description. Joe Hudson's Knowledge Work is Dying, Here's What Comes Next, which is a catchy title and I quite liked it. And Dan Schipper's Allocation Economy, where they're talking about agency, resource allocation skills, that kind of thing. Hudson's basic argument is that AI is eating information-based work, based roles, and is elevating wisdom work. It's a little airy-fairy, but I think he's quite right in where he's going with this. He doesn't quite put it in these terms, but my take on it was it's going to be more about agency work. Now, where he's right, where Hudson is right, where he says the old advantages, memorizing facts, applying frameworks, stacking credentials, these are now one-click tasks for large models. So the edge is shifted to emotional clarity, discernment, and connection. That, in Hudson's parlance, is wisdom work. Where I'd like to push further is how can we as individuals, business owners, entrepreneurs, or employees demonstrate the qualities that we need to thrive in a labor market where ChatGPT can write everyone's resume. I think the focus is what we need to cultivate is agency. If you're already a high agency individual, that's fantastic. If you're not, or you are, but you'd like to improve, these are 6 things that I thought are particularly important for a career. Now, regardless of whether you foresee mass employment or an AI-fueled job boom, the personal game plan stays the same. Maximize agency. Here are 6 skills that build it. Frame high-quality problems. Value now starts with choosing challenges worth solving. Practice optimistic preparedness. Assume that the agency you have right now, that can grow. Plan for upside, don't just play defense. Number 3, polish in-person craft. Schoolrooms, boardrooms, meeting rooms, all of them. We're going back to a world where in-person is important. Live facilitation, negotiation, reading the room, they beat any LLM edited CV. Point number 4, refine discernment. We're in a world of AI slop. Separating signal from noise is both rare and hard to screen for. This takes us to point number 5. Demonstrate your agency publicly. Side projects, rapid prototypes, community leadership. Visible proof is far better than claims of agency. And last point, allocate resources wisely. Especially in the article by Dan Schipper, he argued we're moving from a knowledge economy to an allocation economy. This is a slightly different take, but I think the key point is still very relevant. The scarce skill is deciding where people, capital, and compute go. So judicious use of the resources you have available are what make this viable. Okay, so let's say we do all of this. What's the outcome? So the first outcome is that we can get a lot of wins from becoming managers. That seems a bit counterproductive. What are we managing? What if you're not managing a team? What you can do is think about it this way. If you have a set of autonomous AI agents that can do stuff, it's kind of like managing humans. Not exactly the same, but similar. And the skills we need to manage agents are probably going to translate into the skills we need to manage humans. Most teams in the future will probably be a combination of human and AI agent. If you can manage AI agents properly, that is training grounds for being the kind of person who's entrusted with managing teams. The reverse is also valid. Let's say you already manage teams. Well, you're probably going to add management of AI agents on top of that. Net net, your team is more productive. One point that should be made pretty strongly, I think, is it's never been easier to find a niche, to build distribution, and spin up a viable business. AI tool chains, no code, social media channels, all of that. It's very possible to do. Not everyone is going to be vibe coding computer games, but the core idea, it's a lot easier to build distribution wherever you need it. The takeaway, agency plus allocation equals leverage. One interesting question I'd like to spend just a couple of minutes on is, can AI accelerate wisdom? It's a really good question. Most of the lessons that we need in the workplace are hard won. Mistakes happen and we learn from them. With AI agents, making mistakes is cheap and can be accelerated. So there's probably a lot to how teams and individuals can measure their use of AI wisdom to try and get a better handle on learning lessons quickly. What's the end takeaway here? Knowledge work is fading. Allocation is rising. If you put these together, the people with agency who can allocate resources, command a room, separate signal from noise, while proving it in public, you have a winning combination. Thanks so much for watching.